Welcome to Miss Reader's terrific renditions. I'm so excited today because we've got another fun story. Books are fun and books are treasures. The title of our story today is Too Many Frogs. This fun book is by Sandy Asher and illustrations are by Keith Graves. This story is creatively told by Teresa Alexander. Since books are treasures, let's dive in. Too Many Frogs. Rabbit lived by himself in the hollow of an old tree. He cooked for himself, he tidied up after himself, and at the end of each and every day, he read himself a story. It was a simple way of life, no fuss, no clutter, and Rabbit liked it. He seems pretty cozy in his house. But one rainy evening, he heard a knockety-knock knocking at his door. "It's Froggie," croaked a deep voice. "Don't care for this storm." Rabbit opened the door. "I was about to read myself a story." "Love to listen," Froggie cried, and hopped right inside. "Don't mind, do you?" "I suppose not," Rabbit said. And Froggie hopped right into Rabbit's house. So Froggie listened while Rabbit read his story. And when he finished, Rabbit said, "Okay, I guess that's it." And Froggie said, "Well done." Woo-hoo! He cheered when Rabbit had finished. "Storm's ended too. Thanks for your kindness. Toodly-too-hoo, toodly-too-hoo," croak. And off Froggie went. It was kind of nice, I think Rabbit thought, to have company. But let's see what happens on the next page. The next evening, as usual, Rabbit finished dinner, tidied up, and sat down to read himself a story. But before he could begin, he heard another knock, knockety knock, knockety knock, 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 knockety knock at his door. "It's Froggie," croaked the same deep voice. Rabbit opened the door. "I was about to read myself a story." "I know," Froggie cried, and hopped right inside. "Love to listen. But first, let's fix ourselves a snack or three. Don't mind, do you?" I suppose not," Rabbit said. So Froggie hopped right into Rabbit's house. So Froggie hopped and popped and whipped and flipped and mixed and fixed a snack at Rabbit's expense, or three. Not one snack, not two, but three snacks. Woohoo! Froggie was having a blast. But Rabbit doesn't look too excited. And Rabbit said to himself, "Too much fuss," Rabbit thought, while Froggie seemed to be enjoying pickles, olives, mustard, celery, onions, cheese, crackers, you name it, including popcorn, bananas, and a nice frothy dessert with cherries on top. Too much fuss, Rabbit thought again. Wonder what's going to happen on the next page. Let's turn the page. But Froggie listened while Rabbit read his story. And when he finished, Froggie said, "Roll, well done," he cheered when Rabbit finished. "Snack's gone too. Thanks for your kindness. Toodaloo-hoo, toodaloo-hoo, toodaloo-hoo-hoo-hoo." And Froggie hopped out of Rabbit's house. The next evening, Rabbit finished dinner, tidied up, and sat down to read himself another story. But before he could begin, there was that same knockity-knocking at his door. "It's Froggie," croaked the familiar voice. Oh no, Rabbit thought to himself, and he opened the door. I was about to read," he began. "I know," Froggie said, and hopped right inside. "You were about to read yourself a story? Love to listen, but first, let's get ourselves all comfy cozy. Don't mind, do you?" I suppose not," said Rabbit. And Froggie hopped right into Rabbit's house. So Froggie fluffed and puffed and mooshed and smooshed and piled up pillows on billows of pillows. Woohoo! Froggie is having a great, great time. But let's take a look at Rabbit. Oh my goodness. Rabbit is not feeling it. We can tell by his body language. Look at his eyes. Look at his face. Why, even look at Rabbit's bald fist. And Rabbit thought to himself, "Too much clutter, too much clutter." But Froggie listened while Rabbit read his story. And when he finished, Froggie croaked, "Croak, well done," he cheered. After Rabbit had finished, "Bedtime too. Thanks for your kindness. Toodaloo, toodaloo, hoo, 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 hoo." And off Froggie hopped out of Rabbit's house. Whew. Rabbit was relieved. He was glad to see Froggie go. What do you think is going to happen on the next page? Do you think that the frog is going to come back another night? I think Rabbit hopes that he will not come back for another night. Let's turn the page. The next evening, Rabbit finished dinner, tidied up, and sat down to read himself a new story. But before he could begin, there was that knockity-knock again. "It's Froggie!" And look at Rabbit's face. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh no, oh dear, thought Rabbit to himself. Let's find out what happens next. Oh my goodness. Rabbit opened the door and his mouth dropped. "Ah!" "I know," Froggie cried before Rabbit could say a single word. "You were about to read yourself a story. Love to listen, but first, croak." Meet my family. Meet the family. I've been telling them all about you and your stories. Love to join us. Don't mind, do you? Rabbit looked at Froggie's family. Why, they were big frogs, little frogs, dozens and dozens of frogs, all wearing t-shirts. Frog family reunion. What the? Woo! Rabbit thought to himself, too many frogs, too many frogs. Oh my goodness, he thought, too much fuss, too much clutter. This is too much. Oh no. Let's find out what happens next. You ask me, do I mind? But I do mind, Froggie, he said at last. You do? Froggie asked. I never invited you in, Rabbit explained. I never invited you to fix a snack. I never invited you to get all comfy and cozy in my house. And I never invited your family to join you. So I do mind. Very much indeed. Uh-oh. Croak. Oops. Okay. This will never do. Thanks for your kindness. Toodly woohoo, toodly too-hoo, toodly too. And Froggie and his family were left at the door as Rabbit closed it. Alone at last, Rabbit sat down to read himself a story. For one anxious moment, he waited to hear a knockety-knock at his door. Whew, it never came. Rabbit sighed with relief and thought about the nerve of Frog. And then he mocked him and said, don't mind, do you? He asked himself with a chuckle. That frog has got plenty of nerve. Most certainly not, he answered himself and began to read. Why, he was reading tonight another good story. And as he began reading the story, he thought, oh, it sure would be nice to have a snack. But something was missing. Snacks make a good story better, he thought. So he fixed himself a snack and read on. It was a very good story. But something was missing. Pillows make a good story better, he thought. So he flipped himself a pillow and read on. It was an exceptionally good story. But something was still missing. Something is still missing. Wow. Rabbit blinked once, he blinked twice, and then he sighed. I'm missing Froggie, he told himself. He loves to listen. He loves my stories. So Rabbit opened his door, and there sat Froggie and his family waiting patiently to say they were sorry. Rabbit, I never meant to be rude. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to intrude. I even bought you a t-shirt from the Frog family reunion. Thank you, Rabbit said. I was about to read a story. Would you and your family like to join me? Why, yes, croaked Frog. Love to listen, cried all the other frogs as they hopped inside Rabbit's house. So it seems like Rabbit has had second thoughts about inviting Froggie and his family in. So let's tune in and see what happens next. And in they all hopped. big frogs, little frogs, dozens and dozens of frogs. Rabbit offered them a snack of 1, 2, or 3 and helped them fluff their pillows. Then every frog listened while Rabbit read a story. Oh boy, look at the good time they're having it. Oh my goodness, they have pie and drinks. Oh my goodness, popcorn. They have desserts. Oh, some type of ice cream confection with cherries on top. And after the story, Frog said, "Well done," croaked the frog, and all the other froglets cheered. So many frogs, Rabbit thought to himself. So much fuss, so much clutter. But it was a different way of life. And you know, Rabbit kind of liked it. It was nice reading and everybody enjoying it. Rabbit kind of thought to himself. And he looks happy. And that's the end of our great story. Gee, I hope you enjoyed this great read today. Too Many Frogs by Sandy Asher, and illustrations by Keith Graves. Thank you for tuning in. And if you enjoyed this story, be sure to hit the like button. And please subscribe to my channel and invite others to do so. I'll see you at our next story read. Enjoy the rest of your day.